although Amber's lawyers had already proved to the world during the trial that they were either incompetent or just plain corroborating her lies. But it seems now they've gone down to a new low. And I'm talking about them pursuing the case with literally all the odds stacked against them. And these aren't even my words, they confirmed it themselves. So, what have Amber's lawyers admitted about their chances of appealing the judgment? Following the verdict that was given on the defamation suit by Johnny Depp against Amber Heard, one of her lawyers, specifically her lead counsel, has been pretty outspoken about their next line of action and in the process spilled a little more than should have been said. Only hours after the verdict was given, Elaine Bredehoft, Amber's lawyer, had already gotten on a couple of talk shows to give her view on the verdict reached. Speaking on why she thinks Amber lost the case this time, she said,
Johnny Depp brought a suit in the UK for the same case, and the burden of proof was easier for him there. The son had to actually prove that it was true, and the court found there, and we weren't allowed to tell the jury this, but the court found that Mr. Depp had committed at least 12 acts of domestic violence, including sexual violence, against Amber. So what did Depp's team learn from this? Demonize Amber and suppress the evidence. We had an enormous amount of evidence that was suppressed in this case that was in the UK case. In the UK case, when it came in, Amber won, Mr. Depp lost.
Now, I know most people aren't lawyers and are probably not very familiar with all the intricacies of the law, but it doesn't exactly take a genius to understand that cases held in two different countries cannot be bound by the same set of rules. That aside, the case she's claiming Amber won wasn't even against Amber, as it was actually against the Sun, as they were the ones who published it and who he sued. But even besides all of this, one of her biggest comment on the interview was that most of the evidence used was pretty much suppressed in this case as opposed to the UK case, which was pretty clear given that they are completely different legal systems. Now, the point is, if this evidence that she claims they have in their armory was suppressed here, isn't there a great chance that the case would probably be the same in the appeal court? Well, according to several legal experts, the appellate court won't change the legal system in any way. The only thing that can help change the verdict in that court is if she's able to prove that due legal procedure wasn't followed or that the Virginia court verdict was given with malice. And if we're being totally honest, both of these would be pretty difficult points to prove given that Amber and her people haven't actually claimed that there was any form of foul play in this case. The only thing they have been clamoring on is the fact that they had piles of evidence used in a completely different case suppressed in this one. Doesn't sound very convincing to you two, right? Well, you're not the only one that thinks that way about this whole situation. A couple of other fans also have the same line of thought, and several of them have been sharing those thoughts on social media. One user wrote, "It's actually embarrassing at this point. I don't think you can understand that the jury didn't believe any of Amber's testimony. That is why she lost. Quit blaming the judge, the jury, the public, the stenographer, and the witnesses. Let her lawyer's lawyer and figure out her appeal." Another user actually directly brought up the UK trial, saying, "Now that UK case is proven to be a false win since the actual victim was proven to be Johnny. This is all thanks to Johnny fighting back and telling his truth about his assaulter Amber Heard. Stop bringing up the UK trial unless you're hoping Depp is gonna appeal the UK trial." But even with all of this stating that Amber is basically just being a sore loser, some others actually still believe the actress's story completely, like this user who wrote, "So you're just going to ignore the fact that the UK court case proved that Depp assaulted her. The Virginia jury clearly didn't understand what defamation means, which is why Amber is appealing. Until the appeal is settled, I won't accept the Virginia verdict." From their comment, this person seems to be missing the entire picture. But while not having grounds for appeal isn't enough reason to actually stop pursuing the ultimately unwinnable appeal, we'll probably just watch her lose all over again. Till that time, we wait and see. Tell us, do you also think Amber doesn't have enough grounds for an appeal?